Alrighty then, I have done all the difficult hard work. If you made it this far, I'm impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed. We're going to do an A-B. So last night, I finally got some stems to work on. And we're going to do an A-B comparison before, the track before, and the track afterwards. Alrighty, so let's get into the other view. Let me get this down. Let's tab over into this view. And we'll verify that the before and the after volume of each track is the same. This is going to be the original. Okay, that's the after. Let me crank up the original just a smidge. It seems like the original is a little bit low. I'll do the original -5. There we go. Mine, the original. There are some swells in the original that I didn't use. Remember the track up here? There's a track. This, where's it at? Where is it at? There is a track right here that I didn't use, and that's those swells that you're hearing. Here's the original. Hear that swell? Well, that's not in my version. The swell should probably go back. I'll go ahead and raise this up another dB, and let's do this again. Okay, so it's going to be -4.8. That's going to be about right. All right, so let's listen to the original beat. All right, so that's the build of the original. Let me do something to make my life easier here. There we go. And then here's the build of mine. They sound about the same. The original, a little bit louder. So we'll lower this a little bit. Now they're about the same. Here's the original. Here's mine. Original. The original, and then there's my mix. Original, mine. Coming up here, I'll swap to the original, and then I'll swap back to mine. That's mine. Theirs. This is still theirs. And then here's mine. Back to theirs. And where it really stands out is in this little section down here, this white and this green section. Mine. There's theirs. So what's interesting is theirs actually sounds better right here for this particular section. And so I want to find out what that instrument is. Is it this one? Yeah, so I'm going to take this section here, and I'm going to get it up to at least the level of theirs. Let's see here. Let's do something like that, and then I'll consolidate this. And then this says -7, so this should be minus. Okay, that fucking sucked. Let's not do that. There we go. So I'm just going to take this section here and then split it and then duplicate it, and we'll get this section up to par by putting it on its own track, cutting out everything before it and after it, and then cutting all this stuff out. Let's see here. And we'll wash this out big time with some reverb. Let's see, TDR Nova, Fog Convolver. We'll maybe put it into the Fog Convolver. Maybe return channel 3. That's probably what they got going on. So that's theirs, and then mine. But I do like their little section here. I don't know what kind of processing they got on that little lead here. So this is theirs right here. This part's cool. And then that's mine. Oh, I see what's going on. They've got also some processing on. No, not that. They've got some processing on, I think maybe this. No. Maybe, let's see, maybe it's one of the basses. Maybe it's this guy right here. Yeah, so it's that. So I'm going to take and color this section, that color. We'll go ahead and duplicate this and get rid of all this. And then get rid of all this, and then get rid of all this. And then I'll wash this out with some reverb as well. And I'm going to back off some of that reverb on the Fog Convolver channel here. And then I'm going to give this some B reverb and some Fog Convolver, and we'll see where that goes. So this is, oops, this is theirs right here. And then this will be mine. I really like what they're doing with this, so let's maybe give it a little bit more. We'll just have it, we'll just max this out. We'll just crank this. And then I'll go ahead and get rid of the drums here, because I like how they isolate this section. Oops, in the original. And what did I get? I think I got an important text just now. Let's see here. No. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just mute these drums up. Actually, here, let me do something like, yeah, let me just mute them up. Because I like this section in the original. That's the original, so let me emulate that. You hear that snap? That right there. Where'd that come from? I hope it's not the drums. It's probably this drum right here. That little psh. It might be this guy. All right, there. Pretty not cool because it's still there. There we go. So actually, I've got an idea here with these drums. I'll go ahead and reactivate the drum channel, but then I'll fade them in and see if that works. I think that'll probably work. Once again, I have creative freedom with this track. It's mine, theirs, mine, theirs. That's theirs. Well, there it is there. And those are about the same volumes. The next step will be the mastering of the track, and that'll be the next live stream. So with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed